Hello, everyone. I'm super excited to welcome you all to Code.Jam 2020. We've got a super exciting event planned out for you all, and I'm thrilled to be here with all of you during the next 36 hours. I'm Alex, and I'm the chief organizer of this hackathon. During this ceremony, we'll be revealing a bunch of information that you'll need to succeed in this hackathon. I'd like to start by giving you a little bit more information on Code.Jam 2020. So this year is the 10th edition of Code.Jam, and the Code.Jam community and I are super happy to have you all here to bring it together. Due to the pandemic, we've made our hackathon virtual and opened it to students across the world. This year, we have over 400 registrations from 16 countries all across the globe. We also have 40 professional mentors here this weekend to help you all out with your projects. We're also hosting 5 different workshops to get you started with your hacks, along with 2 Q&A panels to give you inspiration. We also have many more mini events planned for you all, and this is our first online hackathon, so we're super excited to see how it's going to go. Before we start delving into the logistics of the hackathon, I would first like to thank our many sponsors, without whom it would not be possible to bring you this hackathon today. I'd like to thank Matrox and Summersource, Morgan Stanley, Soleil, Covio, Ubisoft, FDM, Balsamic, SAP, and some of our supporters, such as MLH, GatherTown, Echo AR, Wolfram Language, and Sticker Mule. I'm now going to pass it on to Ayush from MLH, who has some information for us.
Hello everyone, my name is Ayush and I'm currently a coach for Major League Hacking. I love to play basketball, so feel free to ping me on Discord about that. And my Instagram handle is in the bottom left. Besides that, Major League Hacking's Twitter handle is there as well. So everything you're gonna need is gonna be in this link right here, which is gonna be hack the MLH.io. I'm gonna talk about a lot of stuff in the next 5 or so minutes, and I know it's easy for you to not remember all of it. So once again, if there's one thing I want you to get from this little 5-minute snippet is hack the MLH.io. Got it? I sure hope so. Moving forward. So what even is Major League Hacking? Well, Major League Hacking is a global hacker community with over 135,000 hackers just like you. And by being here, you're winning community points for organization. So feel free to go to other MLH events, and the community with the most amount of points is going to win a super cool prize at the end of this season. Going forward, what are you going to do this weekend? Well, tomorrow at 6 p.m., I'm going to be hosting Slideshow Karaoke. It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to take a break. So hopefully I'll see a lot of you there. And by coming to it, you actually get the chance of winning a beautiful limited edition season t-shirt. So, hey, I mean, you have fun and you win a t-shirt. There's nothing to lose here. Going forward, besides that event, whenever you want, you can draw an Octocat to win Octocat. All you have to do is draw an Octocat and tweet your entry at GitHub Education with the hashtag MyOctocat and hashtag McGillCodeJam. And I will look at all these entries at the end of the hacking and select the winner. Besides that, we have the GitHub. I would highly recommend everyone to look at the GitHub Student Developer Pack. It's super useful and has a bunch of different tools that you might not even have thought of before. So before you start looking at certain tools to use, feel free to look at this Student Developer Pack because there might be something that you would end up using. Just going to be at hackpack/GitHub. We have all the resources you're going to need this weekend to make the best possible project. To get started, hackathons can get pretty tiring, and if you're a Canadian resident, you can actually claim a complimentary 4-pack of Red Bull. I think this is sick. I personally don't live in Canada, so kind of am lucked out here. But for those that live in Canada, definitely check this out. It's going to be hackpack/Red Bull-fall 20. If you don't get it right now, feel free to ping me on Discord and I believe there should be like an Ask Organizer channel, and I'll put the link there as well. If you're making a website this weekend, check out domain.com. You can get a free .tech.spacer.online domain. The best name at the end of the weekend is going to win a super cool prize. And if you want to host this domain, well, you can use Google Cloud credits, and you can get up to $100. Restrictions do apply. I would also suggest anyone here who is going to plan on using a database to check out the Cockroach DB. You get 30 days of free cluster access and unlimited usage. There's not a lot of companies that give you unlimited usage, so take advantage of that. Do whatever you want with that, and best use of it gets a really cool prize. Hardware this weekend? Well, for this, just remember that using a Google Assistant, Alexa, etc. does count as hardware. Besides that, if you do have a Raspberry Pi and actual hardware like servos, etc., I would highly suggest you to please use it. I love to see hardware hacks, especially for these digital ones, and you can win a really cool prize by doing so. Besides all those tools that I just mentioned, this is a bunch of other tools that we're gonna have available that you can look at and possibly use for this weekend, which is gonna be at hackpack/learn. By using any of these tools that I just mentioned, you do have the chance of winning some super cool prizes, which are listed right here and will be on the dev post. Please demo on Sunday. I expect everyone that's watching this video right now to demo. There's literally nothing to lose, and by doing so, you're gonna win a really cool iDemo sticker. COVID has hit pretty hard on all of us. This year's been crazy. 2020 is something else. And I know that a lot of people are still looking for internships and jobs. So definitely look at Hackpack/careers, where you can possibly get an opportunity to work at the companies right here and some other companies that are listed on the website. Now, on a more serious note, MLH hackathons are a safe space for everyone, and by being here, you do have to abide to the MLH.io/code of conduct. The main TLDR for that code of conduct is that just remember to respect everyone. It's a little bit more, it's a little easier to have miscommunication over web and through text without body language. So just try to be kind, and if something does happen, feel free to reach out to me, reach out to any organizers. You can email us at incidents@mlh.io or call that phone number right there. Once again, thank you to our partners, and I am stoked to see what y'all make this weekend. Good luck. Deuces.
All right, so thank you to Ayush. We'll now go back to our scheduled presentation. So next thing we're going to talk about is some logistics for the event, starting with our event schedule. So you can find the complete event schedule on our website here at Code.Jam pages and schedule. You can also find the complete schedule in the event package that we sent you, along with a Code.Jam Google Calendar link that has been posted in the announcement channel if you want to add our schedule to your calendar. So throughout the weekend, we also have a couple of different workshops to offer you. For our first beginner workshop, we have an intro to web development in React presented by our very own committee. We then have a machine learning and object segmentation workshop presented by Summersource, a computer vision and machine learning but in industry workshop presented by Matrox. And then tomorrow, we have a workshop on using AI as a vehicle for innovation by Matrox. And finally, a workshop on how to build a cloud-connected AR/VR in 15 minutes presented by Echo AI. Next, let's take a look at a couple important Discord channels that we have for you this weekend. The announcement channel is for general announcements. The welcome and FAQ rules channel contain information about the event. If you have questions about something that's not in these channels, feel free to ask them in the questions channel. You can ask mentors for help or advice in the Ask Mentors channel. And if you don't have a team, you can look for one in the team building channel. Or you can also attend our team building event that's happening right after these closing ceremonies. You can also brainstorm your ideas and find somebody to pitch your ideas to in the brainstorming channel. And finally, you can also get help with more specific company-sponsored challenges in the challenges section of our Discord channel. Now, to add on what Ayush said about some rules, we also have some of our own. First of all, you have to register and submit your project on our dev post in order to participate in the hackathon. The only thing you need to submit is a link to your GitHub repository. And finally, you can only submit code that was written by one of your team members during the hackathon, and your project can only be submitted to this hackathon and no other. It's really important to respect these rules because if you're found to violate any of them, you will be disqualified. The deadline to submit your project onto DevPost is Sunday at 1 p.m. EST. This is a hard deadline and there will be no extensions because judging is going to happen right after. Judging will take place on Sunday from 1:30 to 4 p.m. in a science fair format. Each team is going to be assigned a virtual booth on our GatherTown platform and assigned a judging time, during which judges will pass by and judge their project. Finally, it's time to announce the theme of the hackathon. For Code.Jam 2020, the 10th edition of Code.Jam, the theme is going to be digital by default. The judging panel will be looking for projects that can significantly impact how people can adapt to the new normal, a world dependent on digital products. If you need help coming up with product ideas, please hop into the brainstorming channel. The theme is left vague on purpose so that you can work on anything that you desire. With that, we're now going to hear from our first sponsor, Lone Tootsie from Matrox. But first, a quick video introduction.
Hello, I'm in the show. Okay. All right. So I'd like to welcome you all to Code.Jam 2020. I'm Lauren Trottier. I'm the co-founder of Matrox, which, as you just saw from this video, is a Montreal-based high-tech company. We have sales offices around the world, and I am a proud graduate of McGill Engineering. And if it were not for COVID, this event would be taking place in the Trottier building at McGill, which was funded in large part by a gift from my foundation. I'm proud of the fact that Matrox will be celebrating 45 years of continuous innovation next year, which I dare say is before virtually all of you were born. Matrox began in the earliest days of the PC, at about the same time, the same year as Microsoft and Apple were founded. And over these many years, we have reinvented ourselves multiple times. And I'm proud to say we are still in the forefront of innovation, exciting innovation. Today at Matrox, we have two main divisions, our video products group and our imaging division. If you watch live sports on TV, you can see our products in action. They're used by virtually all major networks to cover sports events, and the graphics are used to show the scores and various graphics used to show breakdown different plays of action and so on and so forth. If you watch the recent US election, proud to say that Matrox video graphics were used by virtually all major networks worldwide to cover the results of the US election. I'm also proud of the fact that our imaging products are used in medical equipment, and some of this equipment has been used in treatments for the COVID illness. The newest products we have in development today are the very forefront using leading edge technology. Our imaging division is using AI for smart robotics, which is powering factory automation, the factory 4.0, the factory of the future. Our video division is developing next generation television production platforms that will run in the cloud. So those big television studios that you would used to see with lots of equipment, most of that is going to be moving to virtual platforms in the cloud, and Matrox will be helping to lead the charge into that future. During this hackathon, you'll have the opportunity to speak with Matrox representatives and learn more about exciting employment opportunities at our company. I'm proud to say that Matrox, from the very beginning of this pandemic, has been running mostly with remote work tools. Most of our employees report to work and do their work in much the way you guys are from their homes, running things like Microsoft Teams and various other tools. During the course of this event, Matrox Imaging Division has prepared a special challenge for you all, entitled a deep learning based machine vision inspection journey from Matrox Imaging. And as you heard earlier, we will also be sponsoring two workshops on cutting edge topics. Our imaging division has one called Computer Vision and Machine Vision in Machine Learning in Industry. And our video group has one entitled Using Artificial Intelligence as a Vehicle for Innovation. So Matrox is very proud to sponsor this event. Use this weekend's experience to exercise and grow your software skills and to further develop your sense of innovation. Have fun and good luck. Thank you. Back to you, Alex.
Thank you, Lum. Great, so thank you, Lum, for some kind words. We're now going to hear from our Summersource sponsor with a quick video, followed by Louis Julliard, who will be speaking for Somasource.
Hi, everybody. My name is Wendy Gonzalez, and I'm the CEO of Somasource. I'm extremely excited to be here at the Code.Jam hackathon, and I'm wishing all of the participants the best of luck. Hi, everybody. My name is Wendy Gonzalez, and I'm the CEO of Somasource. I'm extremely excited to be here at the Code.Jam hackathon, and I'm wishing all of the participants the best of luck. I'm just going to take a couple of minutes and share with you a little bit more about Somasource. Without high quality and high accuracy training data, the promise of AI cannot be realized. Somasource is a leading training data solution provider. We help companies like Walmart, Google, and Microsoft bring their machine learning models to life. In 2020, we annotated over 1.5 billion points just in 2020. We do this through our annotation platform called the SamaHub. SamaHub is a cloud-based platform that is highly scalable and highly available. We have a number of different features that I'll share more with you about in just a moment, related to 2D and 3D labeling, workflow management so that we can handle millions and millions of tasks. We have a completely configurable platform that allows us to build workflows specific to each customer. And we have an analytics platform that gives us a complete view of all actions and activity that have happened on our platform. It comes in extremely handy for quality control, as well as a number of other productivity tracking mechanisms. This should give you a little bit of a sense of what our platform looks like. As you can see, we can support multiple data types. We also have a sensor fusion capability that allows us to compare both 3D and 2D images. Machine learning has been embedded into our model, so you can see, for example, in video object tracking, that we can interpolate where the object is heading next. But beyond having an outstanding platform, we are a company with a mission. We were built on the premise that talent is distributed equally, but opportunity is not. And we have a purposeful hiring model where we hire into underserved communities in Kenya, Uganda, and India, provide digital skills training, and then living wages to ultimately move our workers out of poverty. To date, we've moved over 50,000 people out of poverty. So now on to our challenge. The Somasource challenge for you is to build an app that facilitates the shopping and product search experience. As many of you know, searching for e-commerce and retail is becoming increasingly more personal. However, fashion and clothing tends to still be a challenge. What does plaid really look like? If you take a look at the picture on your left, how do you identify a stiletto as an example? This is an interesting challenge, and we're really excited for you to try it. The winning team will receive a $1,000 prize. In addition to the challenge, we'd love for you to join our workshop. We have a workshop tonight at 7:30 called Creating Training Data for Computer Vision and Machine Learning, hosted by Frederic Rattel and Raymond Hitty, who are based in Montreal. I want to thank you for your time to learn a little bit more about Somasource. We're super excited about the challenge, and good luck.
Thank you, Wendy. We're now going to hear from Loic Juliard from Summersource.
Hi, everybody. I am Loic Juliard. I work at Summersource, and I'm the Vice President of Research and Development at Sama. So thank you, first of all, for joining Code.Jam. This is the second year we participate to Code.Jam. And frankly, we would never have imagined in our wildest dream that we would be giving this edition of Code.Jam remotely. We would never have imagined that we would have even a fair virtually, as it just happened a few hours ago, using something that looks like Among Us, and probably nobody was killed in that process, which is fantastic. Or maybe someone got killed. We actually don't know. I personally love hackathons, not just because we'll get to work on cool stuff, but we have the privilege to be surrounded with smart people and geek out with no limits. So usually I give this kickoff with Wendy. You've seen the video. She recorded this. It's something that means a lot to her and means a lot to us. We're all about innovation, and seeing that level of talent is always very, very exciting. So as you mentioned, we have two challenges. We have a Code.Jam Journal challenge based on augmented reality and how to do data annotation, how to annotate data using augmented reality. And we have the Summersource challenge, which is something that the winner will receive a $1,000 prize, and that's for retailers. And she highlighted this in the presentation. So we have the workshop coming right up. You've heard it, Raymond and Frederic. Raymond is a brilliant UI front-end engineer, and Frederic has all our machine learning, incredible amount of experience between the two of them. I really suggest that you attend the workshop. Thank you, Alex, and please don't forget the workshop.
Thank you, Loic. All right, so finally, to conclude this presentation, I will now present the different challenges and prizes offered throughout the weekend. So first off, the general prizes offered for the weekend for the top 3 winners are, for first place, a $3,000 cash prize, in second place, $1,500, and in third place, $750, pardon me, for the third place team. Moving on, we also have a couple other prizes, which we call subcategories, that you can also apply to win for this weekend. We firstly have the People's Choice Award, which is going to be a prize voted by your fellow participants throughout the weekend. We then have the Best UI and UX Design, a hack that aims to promote like the most aesthetic and pleasing user experience. Then we have the No More Procrastination challenge, which is the hack that focuses best on helping time efficiency and affecting students or other individuals. We then have a prize that rewards the hack that promotes wellness the best, which is called feeling good. Then our next challenge is for social good, which is a hack that best supports society or promotes inclusivity and equality. You've heard a little bit before about the different sponsored challenges that we have. There are going to be 2 from Summersource and 1 from Matrox. In addition, we also have a sponsored challenge from Soleil for the most creative project. And there's also going to be a final prize presented by Echo AR for the best use of their platform to build an AR or VR application. So that concludes the opening ceremonies. Please remember that if you don't have a team, we are hosting a team building activity right after this. So please feel free to join if you don't have a team yet. And happy hacking. Best of luck to everybody.